Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone. In this moment, I want to tell you and I want to present about technique in a teaching reading. And in this moment, I have a method for a teaching reading. This is a look and say teaching method in a teaching reading. So I want to tell you for the first, the look and say teaching method is also known the whole word methods, and it became a popular method for teaching reading. I think so. And the look and say method teaches children to read word as whole units rather than breaking the word down into individual letters or group of letters. And I think children are repeatedly told the word name while being shown the printed word, or perhaps accompanied by a picture or within a meaningful context. Eventually, children learn to sight read the word, recognizing it through pattern recognition without any conscious attempt to break the word down into its parts. Over time, children build up a large vocabulary of whole words which they can recognize. And for the first, I want to tell you about this teaching principle. For the first, new words are systematically introduced to the child by letting him to see the word, hear the word, and see a picture on sentence referring to the word. Flashcards are often used with individual words written on them and sometimes with an accompanying picture. They are shown repetitively to the child until he memorizes the pattern of the word. And then progressive texts are used with strictly controlled vocabulary containing just those words which have been learned. I want to tell you about the advantage and disadvantage on this method. For the first advantage in this method is ultimately all children need to be able to recognize whole word to become a fluent readers, even though tough initially by phonic based method, I think. And a child can learn to recognize any word using the look and say method. In a contrast, numerous words in the English language are not cannot be learned using a solely approach this approach, and this is tricky word are over also high frequency words which children encounter regularly when reading and writing. And then this method has advantage this such as this method particularly lends itself to teaching infant and young toddlers to read, and they have been seen to enjoy such activities. Children taught with the look and say method initially show higher reading levels than children learning phonics because they learn automatically recognize a small selection of words. Okay, this method it has disadvantage. This is in many cases if a child is faced with a word he has not already been taught, he will not be able to read it. And then for the second, the child is limited to reading books which contain words he has already memorized. If he wants to read even a simple book, he could be disappointed because it could contain many words he has not yet been taught. For the third, it is estimated the human memory cannot memorize more than around 2,000 abstract symbols, I think. So the children, it can be yeah it can be not interested, I think. And then in this method has a simple or some program for the teaching reading, there is a flashcard system and multisensory learning. For the flashcard system, it has each one more word written on them in big, clear letters are shown to the child in rapid succession while the words are read aloud to the child. And then for flashcard system, the child is taught to associate the written word with how it is pronounced, but it's no specifically told the meaning of the word. When the child can speak, he is be able to say and read the word aloud. And then very short teaching sections are recommended, which should be dispersed throughout the day, and you should stop before the child want to stop. And 5 words are shown to child in one session. They should be shown as quickly as is physically possible in a very enthusiastic and joyous manner. And then for the multisensory learning, it has some way it can they are focused on the teaching reading, and for it can be DVDs. When following the DVDs, child sees the word, sees the picture of the word, says the word, and performs an action related to the word, like touch his nose and or see further picture of the word. For example, tiger prowling around a zoo, like this. So the variety of stimuli make this approach interesting for the child and should appeal better to the child when with a different learning styles. So I think enough from me for this method. If there is any mistake, I'm say sorry. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.